Now it's time to empty the pond. Mine is got lots of trees overhanging it, as you can see. Okay, so basically the pond is just full of dead leaves. So before the frogs get a chance to hibernate, I'm going to empty it out and just put all the fetid water here along my hedge. This is where all the sparrows and dunnocks and all little birds play and sleep, hide from fireworks at fireworks night. Rest assured I don't bother with stuff like that. Get all the pond empty. This is where my tadpoles, the frogs laid eggs in this tray part, so I gently scooped them out and put them in here because they'd never survive in that. And I got the tadpoles, and I did a little song about it earlier this year if you've watched the channel. As you can see, just poking its little head up. Oh, two of them. I've got a couple of customers that were going to hibernate here for the winter, so I need to look after these. Most of the young males have come here to beat the race, to breed, because they basically jump on any of the female frogs that come on here in February. So to save these guys from ice, the idea is clear as much as you can from this debris at the bottom to make the water cleaner. Put a football or plastic bottles with a little bit of stones in them that are just floating to try and stop it from completely icing over. And the other tip I saw was a pan of boiling hot water rested on top of the ice. Keep doing it until the ice gets a hole in it, because if it totally seals over, everything underneath the ice will die in this little pond. So it's my job to try and keep these little fellas alive, and then try and protect the poor females. Sometimes if the females are, if I think they're drowning, I come out in the morning, I will try and put some resting places for them. I put extra rocks in on the pond and fill it full of more rocks so those females can rest. Sometimes I have 3 or 4 males clinging to them. Of course, someone down there is very curious about what I'm up to when I'm doing the pond. Keeps jumping on the edge of the pond, probably after some little pond worms. Very curious little bird. Got a little friend as well. I think they might be a breeding pair. Sometimes they tolerate each other if there's not enough water around. They share water, robins, I've read. Aggressive little things though. Aww. With the pond nearly emptied, I've left some leaves because the frogs will want somewhere to hide, and I'm now basically going to fill it up. So I'll just put the hose in and make sure that it's on fill, basically on max, and I'll let these froggies then have the rest of their pond back, having cleared up most of the silt. Well, these two froggies seem to be friendly with each other. Unfortunately, the one on the left looks like he's got a trace of a disease which they carry, and it was introduced into Britain through captive breeding, I think, of other species like fish in ponds, and spread a rana virus, I think it's called. Sometimes they can overcome it, but certainly showing this pinkish tinge on it, isn't it, that frog on the left? So now refilled and cleaned out, my pond is all ready for the winter, and should load more leaves fall in, which I don't think they will now. I can probably leave whatever's going to go in from the leaves, leave the leaves, if that makes sense. The frogs should then be okay, and everyone's been to have a look already in the garden, the dunnocks and the robins anyway. So there's a little robin over there.